In the 90s, but U.S. Olympians are here in Charlotte training for the Winter Olympics today. News Channel 36 reporter Alex Reed live from our mobile newsroom in Mooresville, where he got a chance to see what this is all about. You still are.
Yeah, it's the Olympic bobsledding team, Dave, and they don't have a budget to do this every year, so they really have to take this opportunity to learn as much as they can about their sled, their gear, and their body positioning as they can. And this, the A2 wind tunnel here in Mooresville, is exactly what helps them learn what works and what doesn't.
Okay, thanks, current speed.
But when the speed gets going as a driver, my head's sticking out. You can hardly hold it still. It's kind of a weird feeling.
Today, the U.S. Olympic bobsled team is braving speeds of 80 miles an hour.
Everything we can think of to try and gain a couple hundredths of a second.
It doesn't sound like much until you consider
Vancouver test track, we were 200ths out of a gold.
Yeah, the competition is that close. And it's this squeeze every fraction of a second you can attitude that's helped the team go from, as they put it,
the outhouse to the penthouse.
Now all of the sleds are the same, so the trick here is to get your equipment right, because you don't want things like this flopping around in the wind. Suits, helmets, even body position of the athletes could determine their place, if any, on the medal podium.
Even if it has a negative effect, we get information from it.
Sure, it's hard work for 8 hours a day, but when asked if it's worth it, they tell me.
It's probably one of the greatest lifestyles in the world. I mean, you get to travel the world and go sledding for a living, you know.
Now, just for perspective here, this wind tunnel is going 40 miles an hour, and I'm having trouble standing. I sure as heck don't feel comfortable walking. The bobsled team was braving speeds of 80 miles an hour, so you can only imagine the kind of forces that were being exerted on their bodies during this time trial. We're live from the A2 wind tunnel in Mooresville. Alex Reed, News Channel 36.